Yeah, from hosting her podcast, which we were just talking about, called Juicy Scoop, to her stand-up special, I Don't Mean to Brag. Heather McDonald is a comedian who doesn't hold back on anything, especially concerning her family.
Ooh, that's good territory to make fun right there. She's
Exactly.
performing tonight at Tempe Improv, but she's here first with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coordinating
Yeah,
so well.
you know.
I mean, we could not be any cuter,
you guys
honestly.
got something going on
This
here.
is the color
I
of
should
the
just
day.
leave right now.
We
You
look so
should.
good.
You didn't
I
get
was
the memo.
telling you at 4:30 this morning, I was that 4:30. That was for my bosses.
Yeah.
I was watching YouTube videos of you stand up. I was literally laughing out loud.
Well, thank you.
You were so funny because I love the personal touch when it's about families and things like that.
Yeah.
And most of the time you can tell it's made up, but it doesn't seem like that with you.
I mean, I can honestly say everything I talk about happened. Like there isn't one thing that I go, oh, no, everything happened. And so I'm constantly, like my kids will say something. I'm raising my sons who are 16 and 13, and I have a
wow.
stepdaughter, but every time they would say something, I'm writing it down. And I remember one time my
material.
stepdaughter goes, she's mad now, but it'll make her act in a couple days. And I was like, oh, now you guys get, like,
They
thank
know.
God, it's the only
Yeah.
way to get through life. And
Yeah.
so, and the greatest compliment I get is when people come up to me after the show and they're like, oh my God, I think we're married to the same man. And then I'm like, see, we're all in the same boat. Let's
Yeah.
laugh about it. Let's look on the bright side.
Yeah.
You know, be grateful, you know, that
Yeah.
whatever, that you're here and just have fun.
Yeah, you're saying the stuff everybody's thinking, it
Right.
sounds like. Now, you got a lot of material that's coming from your own family unit,
Yes.
but you've got a pretty big career resume, Chelsea. Lately, you've done a
Right.
lot of things. How did you even get started on this road?
Well, I mean, I was very lucky in that I grew up in the LA area, and but I was sort of jaded about it. I did go to USC. My mom is not Lori Loughlin. I actually had
goodness.
decent enough
You
grades,
earned
but I
your
will
way.
also say it wasn't that hard. And I will
Okay.
also say that I also got into ASU and U of A, and those were my other choices. And my parents
Got
wanted
it.
me to go here because it was a little less expensive. But I
Got
said
it.
every time I see a USC alumni frame on the 405 freeway in LA, I will get depressed. And so I don't go there. So I went there, but I was a little bit jaded about the business, but my parents were really supportive, and they were always like, you're really funny, and I had friends, and then I started to do it.
Yeah.
And then I truly was like, you know what, I can do something that not everybody can do, and if you have a gift or a passion that's special, you should pursue that, because God gave that to you, and you should pursue it. So in going through all of it, you know, the stand-up was really taken off in the last 10 years for me, being a headliner, and I absolutely love it. I love connecting with the audience, and I thank God for my family, you know, and I tell my kids, I'm going to exploit you. Do you want a lip kit or not, you know? And it's hard because they're boys, they're not models.
Yeah.
You know, like Lisa Renna has those 2 model daughters.
Yes.
I have these 2 like nerdy golfers.
That's okay.
I don't know that I'm going to get there, but I'm going to. I say, look, if we were farmers, you'd have to wake up at 5 and pick the corn. I'm a comedian. I'm going to talk about you on stage. I'm
love
going to
it.
occasionally have to Instagram something.
I love it.
And
They must love it.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, they're
I
kind
mean,
of celebrities
they've
for you.
accepted it.
Yeah.
You know, they've accepted that it's part of their life.
So now I was going to say, you're working basically 24/7
Yeah.
with your husband, Peter. That's
Yes.
got to be a lot of material.
Well, it's so funny because my parents were realtors together, which was a second career for my dad. He joined her, and they were like those people. We had bus benches, which, by the way, they made my sister and I wash the bus benches.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when
boy.
people say like they're sad, tragic stories, I was like, do I have a sad, tragic story? Because I lived in like a pretty nice neighborhood. And I'm like, wait a minute. Has anyone made their kids solicit listings at, 7 years old? But they worked together, and my sister and I were like, we'll never work with our husband. This is awful. I mean,
Now
they
you're doing
stayed
it.
together till forever.
Yeah.
But, it is hard to work with your spouse, but it is also the greatest because
Because
you're
what?
not gonna
You
fire
can't
each
fire
other.
them? Yeah.
I know how my husband does me, but
Whoa.
whatever. And I know like it's like I'd rather it be that than
Yeah.
some other like
Yeah, where
like,
you
I'm
don't
never
know
gonna be
what's going
stolen.
on.
Like
Right.
I have so many friends or like
Right.
a Dane Cook, like their money is stolen.
Yeah.
So he's very good like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But at least we get over it quickly.
One of the things I like that you said, and we're wrapping up right now, but I got to
Yes.
get it in there. You're doing a podcast right now,
Yes.
and tell people why it's a good thing, not just because of how successful it is, but because of what?
Well, I love doing the podcast. I've been doing it for 4 years. It's such a loyal audience, but it's so much control for me because, not being on TV or someone saying yes or no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can create your own following and and make a great living and have people be there listening every
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
I also love just interviewing all the Juicy Scoop
Yeah.
people that I get. So
Yeah.
it's funny, but it's also just juicy. So it's
Juicy
fun.
Scoops.
So
It's
check
so
it out.
Something
good.
about a podcast too, because people will talk. They'll give
That's
it all
true.
up, right?
Oh yeah, and that's what I love
Because
to
there's
do.
no cameras
That's good
involved
stuff.
and everything like that.
All
Yes,
right,
it's
at
great.
the Tempe Improv
Be there.
tonight. Is
No,
it just tonight only?
Tonight and tomorrow. First
And
show,
tomorrow.
the early show. So come, and then we'll party after.
Are we safe
good.
in the front seat?
Oh yes,
Okay.
you're safe. I'm never mean. I'm never mean, but you will be laughing and you will get a nice ab workout.
Oh boy, Heather, thank you. So
Thank you.
awesome.
It's
We're
really
so
nice
happy you
having
stopped
you.
by.
Thank you.
Thank you.